Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from around the world, welcome back, one and all, to the Wednesday live stream. We're back, baby. We're back from coast to coast. You know what time it is. It's 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on a Wednesday. I was gone for approximately 3 weeks. On Wednesdays, I still did the Saturday lives. I was ambitious. I said, I could use the extra time during the start of the year. People are recovering from the holidays. Some people had a little too much eggnog. It's me. I'm some people. But it felt wrong. When you do something every single week for a year, 2 years, and then you just stop, something intrinsic is missing. Something special is missing. And like a dog with a bone, here I am. It's Wednesday. Thank you, one and all, for being here. I see that we got 28 people in here right now. I'm not going to sweat it. The people that show up are the people that show up. But those of you in the chat right now, the core audience, thank you for being here. Did I achieve what I wanted? I got some good content with that time. I didn't just sit on my haunches. However, no new Steel Snobs episodes. Like, finally, time to focus on my dreams. And then more knives showed up and they kept showing up. So we do what we can here, okay? New content out today. The new content is, of course, talking about this guy. Ooh, let me tell you something. Concept Knives has been killing it lately. Maybe we just need to give more credit to the designers they work with. I don't know. This is the Concept Vivid in Purple Haze Vat Carbon Fiber and Mirror DLC. And this specific version just has my, sweaty fingerprints all over it. Anyways, did a scratch test on the DLC, did a cut test. Showed you guys how easy it was to take the scales off. If you haven't seen it, cue it up for after the live stream. It's a good time. I enjoyed making it. I let it all hang loose. It was a good time. Anyways, enough of that. Enough of the monologue. Let's go ahead and say hi to all the good people in the chat. Starting off with my man Marco, first person in the chat. Oh. Anyways, what's up, Marco? I think I screwed up my sound effects. It's a sign. I have a sound pad here, and sometimes if you hold on to a button too long, it thinks you want to record. So the audience is no longer applauding. It's okay. What's up, Marco? Welcome in, man. Thanks for being a channel member. Excuse me, not a channel member. That's okay. I know you've been a channel member. I appreciate you being a good supporter. What's up, Wicked Dream Designs? What's up, my man Top Dog in the house, channel mod as well. Gotta make sure that the chat stays right. What's up, Top Dog? Thanks for sharing the latest episode with all the people. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you to War Room EDC for being a channel member. We got Mick Ranger in the house, another channel member. Let's go, Jim Miller. Welcome in. Good to see you, man. Ed B says, I'm going to give you a little advice. There's a force in the universe that makes things happen, and all you have to do is get in touch with it. Stop thinking and let things happen, and be the ball. Ty Webb. Or is that the, what do they call that? The law of attraction? Is that what Ty Webb is talking about? I don't know. What is this? Jerry Maguire? What's up, Ed? Good to see you, man. Let's keep it rolling. Ace Palon, good to see you, man. He says, evening all, it's raining, but it's snowing in Roll's intro. We got snow here recently. Like in Colorado, for those of you who live in Colorado or who have lived in Colorado or who have visited Colorado, like, we don't generally get much snow between, August and December. We might have 1 or 2 snowfalls in the fall. We get our snow between January and like April. January and April, though that 4 months, that's prime snow time. So yeah, we've been getting some snow here. Good to see you, Ace Palon. Good to see you, man. Let's go. Hey, Charles Wooden, thanks for being a channel member for 12 months. It's his 12-month anniversary. A true anniversary. I definitely appreciate it. I'd give you a round of applause if I hadn't, screwed up the applause button. I could probably fix that, actually. I could probably fix that. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to fix. All right. Didn't mean to bump the music. Is the applause button back? There it is. I know people were like, thank goodness his sound effects are done. Contingencies. Thanks for being a channel member for a whole 12 months. He says, welcome back, Wednesday Night Live. Oh, absolutely. And nobody, and I do mean nobody, is more excited than I am. It haunted me. I felt like I was betraying the core audience every Wednesday night. There I was working on another episode. I'm like, I should just be doing a live stream right now. It's its own kind of content. Good to see you, Charles. Gas Station Knives, thank you for being a channel member as well. He says, happy hump day, folks. Yeah, it's Wednesday already. Who knew? Ed B says, it's usually less likers that chatter, Jim. I don't know what we're talking about. Louis, good to see you. Welcome in. All right, hold on. I'm missing a whole lot, so I'm going to scroll back up. Jason Cable, welcome in. The Ponds, another channel member. Let's go. Lone Star Cowboy, good to see you. He says the carry of the day is the Cold Steel Co. 4 Spear Point. I'm not familiar with that one, but I will take your word for it. All right. Welcome into Jesse. Welcome into John Blackman. Good to see you. Thanks for being a channel member. Let's go. Gas Station Knife says, I got fat because I spent the last 3 Wednesdays drinking whipping cream until I passed out. I've been lost. Cool Whip. Then you wouldn't have to drink it. You could just eat it with a spoon. Get some Cool Whip. Knives Are Life. Good to see you. Jesse says, try any new oatmeal raisin cookie recipes. No. I like oatmeal cookies without the raisins. Like, the oatmeal cream pies. Is that Little Debbie that does those? I don't know. Hostess, Little Debbie, they're all the same thing, right? Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Hostess, Little Debbie. Oatmeal cream pies are divine. Oatmeal raisin cookies, not so much. Anyways, let's keep it rolling. Jim Miller says, it's impossible to keep polished DLC clean. It is. And if you are going to commit crime, don't do it with one of these. Your fingerprints, we found your fingerprints all over the scene. It was clear and perfect. I'm just going to stop there. Yeah, don't commit crime in general, but definitely don't do it with mirror polish DLC. Paul Mills, thanks for being a channel member. Good to see you, man. Kevin C says, speaking of DLC, what's the best way to clean my Rex 45? Well, it kind of depends on what you're cleaning. A general teardown of the knife. I have a feeling you're asking about how to clean Rex 45 DLC. Here's what I would do. First of all, because a lot of people think that you get scratches, that you can scratch DLC, and you can. You have to try with something that's harder than the DLC. The surface hardness of DLC coating is somewhere in the realm of like 82 plus, right? So it's harder than most steels. It's harder than I think that it's really hard. But what will happen is you'll get the material of whatever you're cutting embedded into or onto the blade. So there's a couple things you can do. You can use, I think it's called like Breakthrough or whatever. It's like a gun cleaner. You can use alcohol, like rubbing alcohol works really well. Save the good stuff for the nightcap. I like rubbing alcohol because usually, like, if we're talking like maybe the blade just looks greasy, rubbing alcohol is going to take all the oils off of it, right? That's what I would use. If we're talking specifically about cleaning DLC, rubbing alcohol is my go-to. But I don't really bother to clean this with more than just a rag I have on the table because, let's face it, I flick this a few times and it looks dirty again. Just enjoy the natural scratch-resistant nature and remember, at one point, it looked really nice. Anyways, Be Devious, welcome in. Thank you for being a channel member. Good to see you. Welcome into Rainy. Welcome in. Almost missed you, Rainy, but we got back on track. Gas Station Knife says, talking about manifesting, I should try manifesting this shit out of a Rosie right into my collection. Me too. You open up, you're like, I did it. You're like, I slept on it. I accepted. I put it out into the universe. I woke up this morning, and in my knife case was a note that read, out of stock. By Oz Machine Company. Maybe that would be a cool knife name. Out of stock. Or in stock. Think about how often knife nerds searching for something search like knife in stock. Instant search engine optimization. Oh, what knife is that? It's the Rollshambo in stock. I don't know. Could be onto something. What's up? Ian Coates, another channel member / channel mod. He says a normal person would say it's his year anniversary. I'm not normal, Ian. I'm here with you. We left normal well behind us. If you want normal, you should go watch a knitting channel. We're all mad here. You especially. I know. You know. And I know that you know that I know. Hey, welcome into Mallerie. Is that Mallerie Designs? Mallerie is... I think it is. And if it is who I think it is, you make some really, really cool knives. Big fan. Says, I thought I'd jump in and say hello. Well, welcome into the Wednesday live stream. Hold on. I'm well behind in the chat, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing my best to catch up. Ace Palone says, I miss living in Colorado Springs. Another life ago, it rains heat in central Texas. It is a land of raisins. Oh, yeah. I can't live in the Springs then. No raisins for this guy. Ian says, only a father would say it's 12 months instead of a year. Yeah. You know, like my daughter's 16 months old, and I could say, you know, I could say she's like a year and a half old. No, 16 months. You count the months. It's important. Parents know this. It's important because a 12-month-old and a 16-month-old are two completely different monsters. Ask me how I know. Ron Dobbins, welcome in. Good to see you. Tom Cook, thanks for being a channel member. He says, did a Para 3 lightweight and a Para 3 G10 blade swap, and like you discovered, both came out fine. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not shocked. I have seen stories. I've read stories of people on the internet who claim that they tried to do a swap out and the blades were not intercompatible. It could have been that, like, Spyderco used to not make them compatible, and now they do. It just makes sense. You know, from a manufacturer perspective, it costs more money to make the same knife differently. It really does. So chances are they're going to use the same blade shape, the same hardware. They make it as same as possible to reduce costs. And something like the blade is one of the most expensive parts of a knife, so it just makes sense, right? So I don't know about all the others, but I know the 15V lightweight Para 3 and a G10 Para 3 blade are swappable. We confirmed that. Thank goodness. Lone Star says, where's the drama? I don't have any right now. Give it time. Give it time, Lone Star. It comes up organically. All right. Welcome into Matt D. Good to see you. All right. Ian says, you heard it. Roll loves to get cream pied. I like cream pies, oatmeal cream pies. We're talking about food, Ian. Food. Because I'm a chunky monkey at heart. It's true. Jason Cable says, oatmeal cream pies are amazing. Wait, is there a difference? Moving on. What's up, Stephen Fletcher? Good to see you. Kevin C. Good to see you. Welcome in as well, man. GS Gas Station Knives says, can you flitz DLC? I've never tried. Man, the chat's getting wild. And I'm well behind. Damn it. I did too much of a monologue. That happens. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to catch up. Splitting Slices. Thanks for being a channel member and welcome in. All right. I think. Nope. Hold on. I missed. I didn't miss. It's just far. I'm going to go ahead and skip in the chat all the way down to the membership shout outs. Let's go ahead and do Mike and Ike's EDC. First of all, welcome in, man. Thanks for being a Spartan for 4 months. He says, I'm glad the Wednesday lives are back. Thank you. You're welcome. And thank you. The lives wouldn't happen without you guys. If I didn't have a group of people that wanted to hang out with me on Wednesdays, I just wouldn't do it. You know, like I can stare at a screen by myself just fine. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for rolling with the channel. I definitely appreciate it. Blue Minotti Ninja, thank you for being a channel member for 14 months. That's a year and 2 months for you non-parents out there. He says that is, in fact, Mr. Mallerie, also 14 months. Sparta.
This is Sparta!
I reviewed one. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. It's the Forest, the Mallerie Forest. Really freaking cool knife. The one that I reviewed was a prototype, and I want to say it was like a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. It was back when I did a lot of pass rounds. The Mallerie Forest. Absolutely baller. And I do, yeah. The Forest with a PH. Hold on. Check that out, guys. Would you look at that? Gorgeous. Absolutely freaking gorgeous. Deployment hole. We've got a big old sharpening choil. You got to call it a sharpening choil because it depends on whether or not the cutout is behind the plunge or not, is the technicality that I read. So that is technically a sharpening choil that can be used as a finger choil. Plenty of space there. Love it. Love the dark matter carbon fiber inlay on that. Gorgeous. 3.5 ounces, 3.5 inch blade. Like, come on. The balance, the ergos, the action, all top notch. And you can get one right now for $250. I think that's a reduced price from when last time I checked them out. I might have to do something about that. Look at that. Ooh. I don't know which one I like more. The polished titanium or the PV. I'll be honest, probably the polished titanium. Look at that. Gorgeous. Anyways, yeah. Mallerie Designs Forest. That's the last Mallerie Designs I checked out. Let's go ahead and switch on back. All right. Oreo Dave. Welcome in, Dave. Good to see you, man. Give it up for another channel mod, everybody. Roman M, welcome in as well. And shout out to Mr. Top Dog, who's been a channel member for 24 months. I hit all of the requirements to monetize the channel 2 years ago. And that day, Top Dog became a channel member, and he's been a channel member ever since.
This is Sparta!
Thank you so much, Top Dog, for all of the love and support you've shown the channel. I definitely appreciate it. He says, we are back, baby. Wednesday live. You got it, man. Absolutely. Mallerie says, Mallerie Design says, I appreciate you. That means a lot. Yeah. I call it like I see it. I call it like I see it. So thank you. Keep fighting the good fight. All right. Paul Mills, congrats on being a channel member for 7 months. He says Bluminati has me doubled. We don't have to compare. We don't have to compare. Welcome into Sterling Stutes. Welcome into Lumilon. Am I saying that right? Lumil on says Year of the Snake begins. Remet might start shipping knives. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, right now we're in Chinese New Year, right? And for them, it's for folks who celebrate Chinese New Year's. That means that there's like a week span of time where they're all on vacation. You know, give the Chinese people some credit. They work really, really hard all year round. This is one of those holidays where they take a chunk of time. You know, think about it like this. It was still a work day on Christmas Eve for me. Not this year. This year I took PTO because I was smart. But usually it's like a regular work day. Where's my week-long vacation? Like, I have to use one of my benefits to make it a real vacation. Anyways, all I'm saying is we can give the hardworking folks over there a break. You know, they enjoy their holiday. We'll see them when they come back. They got some good stuff coming out, guys. I don't know if you peeped all of the new prototypes that they've been like sneaking onto social media. I'm going to try to get some on the channel. We'll probably get some on the channel. I just say, be patient. Give them their holiday. They'll be back soon. You'll get your fix. Welcome in. Good to see you, man. All right, let's go. Ed B, thank you for being a channel member for 13 months. He says, I hear Pons is fingering his tri-stash. What happens in the sanctity of your own home? Oh boy. Adventure 50, thanks for being a channel member and welcome in. Paul Mike, good to see you as well. He says, with the ass of a 240-month-old. You guys, where's my channel mods? There could be kids watching. Some people do watch this with their kids. You got to be careful because I'll select a chat and I'll put it up on the screen. If it's up on the screen, I'm going for it. I'm going to read it. I will. All right, I'm going to make sure I didn't miss anybody's. I'm going to make sure I didn't miss anybody's stuff. Hold on. The chat on my side that allows me to pull it up here on the screen, it jumps. Hey, shout out to Lamilon. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the Spartans.
This is Sparta!
And if you guys could, Spartan kick the like button, let YouTube know that we're live. Welcome into Todd Carr. Good to see you, man. All right. Hold on. I know I've been missing people. The chat jumped. I'm going to scroll up. And shout out and welcome into Matt D, another new channel member. Welcome to the Spartans.
This is Sparta!
We appreciate it, man. Thanks for joining the channel. And to new channel members, in case you didn't know, very soon we're going to be going over to the members only Discord during live streams. We do pocket checks there. We hang out and chat. If for some reason you want to talk to me on a more regular basis, I'm sure my regular channel members will tell you that it's an interesting experience. Turns out I like to type just as much as I like to talk. Anyways, new channel members, if you'd like, you have the opportunity to join the members only Discord. You can do so by going to the posts section. It used to be called the community section on YouTube. And if you scroll down, you'll find an invite link that allows you to get into the members only Discord. Feel free to share your pocket checks, drop by, say hi, check on the knife yard sale. I've got my Steel Snobs knife steel comparison rating sheet, which is based off of Dr. Laren Thomas's, it's based off of his knife steel testing. That's where that lives, in case that's something that you're interested in. It's a good time. It is up to you. But thank you to another new channel member. Ron Dobbin says, Roll, I just picked up the Vero Mini Isotope knife. Hey, congrats, man. Vero makes some really sweet stuff. You got to give them a lot of credit. They do a good job. And hey, welcome into Jeff Hamilton. Good to see you. All right. I know I've missed stuff, guys, in the chat, and I apologize. Tom Cook says, hey, Dylan Mallerie, I used to stop by Ford's Hardware in Marietta. They said you popped in every now and then. Did they close? I have no idea. And shout out and thank you to Drinkwater for being a channel member, for being a Spartan for 9 months. Definitely appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And shout out to Kevin Smith and Knives, who's also been a channel member for 9 months. He says, almost out of the... This is what happens. Like, I stopped doing Wednesday lives for 3 weeks, and you guys come back crazy. You're just... I'm just kidding. Got to keep it fresh. Got to keep it authentic, right? All right. Ian says, I'll give the Chinese a great job for shutting down the world for a year because of lab oopsies. We don't have to talk about the Rona. We don't. We can let that live in the past. Just remember, like, one day we'll be telling our kids, you know, back in my day, we shut down the world for a cold. Or at least that's what they're going to hear when we tell them about it. Like, oh, you know, because like I've had COVID like 4 times since then, and it sucked every single time. But people forget. People really died from that. Hey, shout out to Mick Ranger, who's been a channel member for 2 months. Says, awesome, you're back, Rolls. We're back, baby. And I don't foresee myself going anywhere. You know, I'm looking forward to having a busy year. I'm looking forward to making the best content that I've ever made and making the biggest steps with the channel that I've ever made and bringing only the best content that I am capable of. In that goal, I might have to skip 1 or 2 live streams here or there, but I'm not planning on shutting down Wednesday or Saturday lives moving forward, just as a general rule. Welcome into Michael Upchurch and welcome into Knives and Gear Insights. Good to see you guys. All right. I think I might be all caught up, guys. Something that some of you may or may not have known, I ran a knife sale over the weekend. And it was successful. I had 17. Yeah, I think it was 17, and all but 2 sold. I've had a couple people reach out asking if I still have anything available. I put it in the description. And here's the thing. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what I put in the description. People always miss the details. The ones that didn't sell. This guy right here, which is the Midgards Messer Little Berserker. And I love this knife. I know why it didn't sell. People are not wild about Persian style blades, which I think is, honestly, it's pretty sad. I think it's a really cool knife. I'm happy to keep it. When I listed all the knives for sale, I didn't expect as many to sell as did. So that was great. It was really, really great. Helped and supported the channel a ton. Just so you guys know, anytime I do a knife sale, it's not to pay the light bill. You know, it's not to make a car payment, although those are expensive. I have a day job for that. Channel sales and channel proceeds all go towards supporting the channel. And so every time you buy a knife from one of my knife sales, every time you join as a channel member, the proceeds of that go towards supporting the channel so I can continue to do this, so I can continue to do cool stuff. I can continue to get good equipment to record audio and video. It all goes back towards the channel. So thank you to everyone who participated in that, to everyone who bought something. You are the fuel that keeps the channel going, and thank you so much. Oh, the other knife that I didn't sell was the Concept Osprey. which is a smaller knife, but also a hawksbill style blade, just like the Persian style blade, not massively popular, which is a shame because they're actually really good at cutting. All right, let's go. Ian says, would you ever add a third live? It would be difficult. If the live streams were to grow to a point where it became a bigger part of my content, I try to prioritize this stuff that people like the most. You know, obviously at the heart of the channel, I'm a knife nerd. I'm a collector, an enthusiast, a user. Granted, I have a really, mundane use case scenario. Primarily it's opening and cutting down boxes, but I also use my knives for like other regular EDC tasks, right? So I'm a user, an enthusiast, and a collector. So the core of my content will always be checking out knives, talking about knives. But if the live stream content were to ever like circumvent and become a much bigger part of the channel, if it were to grow, then yeah, I would spend more time on it. I could find a way to pop in a third live. If the channel gets to a point where this is my full-time job, then yeah, I would pop in a third live. As it stands, 2 lives plus, anywhere in the realm of 2 to 4 episodes a week of my regular content is a lot. So right now I'm maxed at 2. I can't do more than that. That doesn't mean it'll always be like that. I would love to do more live streams. I really would. I just have to get to a point where I can justify the expenditure of time. All right. There's my water. Stay hydrated. Hey, welcome into Randy Fastnack. Good to see you, Randy. Thanks for being a channel member. Welcome into Mad Yako. Thank you for being a channel member. All right. Anyways, guys. So with the recent success of the knife sale, I've been staring down I've been staring down the barrel of my Grail list, figuring out, should I wait on something? Should I pull the trigger on something? Should I buy 2 somethings? Should I stand pat? Should I invest in the stock market? Just kidding on the last one. Again, proceeds from the knife sales go towards the channel. So it's a matter of, should I wait or should I act? So we might do some window shopping tonight, see what's out there. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and pop a poll in the chat. So hang on while I do this. Let's see. Which one would you rather have? All right. And these are none of these knives are cheap. They're all big commitments, right? So we'll do Oz Roosevelt. We'll do Koenig Arius. You know what? We'll do mini Arius. We'll specify because there is a difference. Mini Arius. What's another one? Oh yeah, Prince Customs Proteus. What? Protean, not Proteus. Protean. And then, you know what, for the 4th option, for those of you who absolutely do not care, it'll be I Like Rocks. All right, guys, let me know. Vote for which one you would pick if you had a Grail list staring you in the face. Now, it's not to say that I can just go out and buy an Oz Roosevelt right now. They're not available. Not even on Knife Swap. Go figure. Those are much harder to get. Mini Arius are currently available over at DLT and Northwestern Knives. Mallerie says, do it. Are you the devil on my shoulders? Like, just do it. Sezzle is a quick click away. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, man. War Room EDC says, Rollshambo, can I get an invite to the Discord? Got a new phone. I can show you where you can find that invite. The invite is always there. Hold on. I'll pull it up on my end. Channel members, especially new channel members. I'll show you how you can get to the Discord for the very first time. So, boom, pop up the screen share here. So anybody who's a channel member can do this. If you go to my channel on YouTube, just search for Rollshambo. And then you go over to the post section. That's this part right here. Channel members can see messages or see posts that are marked as channel member only. So if you scroll down, I don't know how far you have to scroll actually. I might have to pop up a new invite. It's been a minute. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. How long has it been since I've posted you know what? We'll just make this easy. Let's do this because apparently it's been a while since I posted an invite. All right, hold on. We'll go over to the members only Discord. We're going to create an invite. We're going to go over here and we're going to do never expires. There's no limit. Never expires, no limit. Generate a new link. Okay. All right. So this is for the channel members. I'm going to mark the visibility as members, all channel members. And it's just going to be join the members only Discord. Boom. There you guys go. All channel members who want to join the members only Discord but couldn't find the invite link, go to my channel, go to the post section. The most recent post will be for you. There you go. Members only. That's what that says right there. All right, guys. Anyways, where were we? Go to the post section, War Room EDC, and you can get back in, brother. No problem. Hey, shout out to Jay Korskinen, a channel member for 16 months. He says this is Sparta. 16 months and still no patches. I just don't want to talk to the patches people. The patches people remind me too much of the car warranty salesmen that call you. You know, the scams. You know, they've released statistics, you know, like how many people have gotten their, you know, personal information, their identity stolen, whatnot. And like, just imagine like that number is probably correlated really highly to the success numbers of the car warranty salesmen that call you and send you letters like, warning, your extended car warranty is about to expire on this 2009 Ford Fiesta that you haven't had in like a decade. That's kind of what the patches companies are like. On like, I've had patches companies reach out to me on Instagram and I just have a hard time trusting them because they are resilient. You can tell them no. Like we make great patches. How many you want to buy? I don't know. I mean, now that I know that you make great patch, like I'm not joking. That is how they reach out. They're like, we have quality patches at great prices. How many do you want? It must work for them though, because they continue to do it. Ian says, now when is the spring knife sale coming? I don't know if I'm going to do a spring knife sale or not. I usually try to do a couple knife sales a year. Other than that, I just spend the time, you know, building up the collection, and then I get to the end of the year and I pare it down. You know, that's how it goes. I build up the collection, I get to the end of the year and I pare it down. That doesn't mean I won't do something sooner. Sometimes opportunities arise and you have to make the cash flow to make it happen. As of right now, I would say next knife sale, as of right now, is towards the end of the year. Top Dog says, should I come or go? You can. Top Dog does as he pleases. He can come or go, or both. Hey, shout out to Big Jim, who's been a channel member for 2 months. Appreciate you, Jim. Thank you so much. Ed B says Koenig with flipper. I mean, you can get it your way. You know what? I'll show you guys. So here's the ones that are available that I know of. If you go over to DLT, just type in Koenig. All right, so they've got the regular Arius with the flipper and the mini Arius with the flipper, right? So here you go. Now, the one that I like has the blue hardware and the pattern handle. I prefer the quarter pattern, but I'm okay with the regular pattern handle. This one is more of the user style. Look at that. You can just buy this right now. Isn't that nuts? You could just go out and buy this right now. Burnished M390 polished flats. If you ever look at a certificate of authenticity from Koenig and you're like, what does PF mean? It means polished flats. I've had people ask that question before, but this is the raw version on the handle scales. So I don't mind the raw hardware. That's actually my second favorite, but I do have a preference for milling on the handle scales. I do. And then of course the other option is this guy. This is the mini Arius. So it's the smaller one. And look at that. I don't know if you can see that very well on your screen or not, but this is the regular pattern titanium handle, but it's the bronze hardware. If you're gonna buy one of these, don't settle. Get exactly what you want. Buy once, cry once. At this level, don't settle. I've done that before, not worth it. Anyways. So that's DLT, right? And then the other one, and I've never had an experience with this retailer before. But they showed up on Blades in Stock on Reddit. So if you're hunting for anything, just go to the Blades in Stock Reddit page and just follow that page. It's really, really great. That's how I ended up getting my Umnums on, which I hunted for like a year, like a dog with the anyways, check this out. This one is the one that I'm really, really interested in. This is the Koenig Mini Arius non-flipper. This is just my preference. If you like the flipper, cool. But especially on the mini, I would much rather have the improved ergos over the extra deployment option. You know, I prefer deployment hole. Like reverse flicking is my favorite way to deploy a knife, period. I like flippers, you know, they're fidgety, but I would take the better ergos, you know, 7 days a week and twice on Sunday, personally. And it's got the blue hardware, and it's got the pattern handle, and it's got, you know, like the blue hardware. The thing that's holding me back, and I need to educate myself on this, is it says Gen 1. I know the newer gens, and I don't know if maybe it was just because they only recently released the Mini, but I know that at least for the regular sized areas, the Gen 1s had awful cutting geometry. And I say awful like loosely, just that it wasn't super great cutting geometry. And I know the newer generations of the areas had better cutting geometry. I don't know if the Gen 1 minis, or if there's only maybe there's only been one or two gens. I don't know if the Gen 1 minis actually have the improved cutting geometry or not. And maybe you guys in the chat can let me know if you know. I'm just not educated on this. Like, this is new territory for me. So I'm not entirely sure. I haven't had the time to look it up. I know. Google is free. Well, let's see. I missed out on this one. This is the DLC Mini in Magna Cut. Oh man, that's one that I would have gone for sure. But of course, not available. In fact, they've only got two options that are the standard Mini Arius, also Gen 1. Maybe they're all just Gen 1s for the Mini. Have they only had one generation? I don't know. But it's the wrong color hardware, and it's a flipper. So yeah. Hey, what's up to Brian from Transparent Knives? He says, sup. Oz Rosie's always available on the Facebook group. I'm just never on the Facebook. Like, the channel has a Facebook account. But I just, like, it's one more thing that I haven't, like, I left Facebook behind. Maybe I need to change that. Brian says, got to add the Utzler duck to the list. Is it duck or duke? Because I know it's supposed to be pronounced Utzler, not Utzler, right? I think. I'm awful with pronunciation. But I can't find those anywhere. Like, I've only ever seen those on the secondary market. Let's see. Let me guess. Also on Facebook. All right, let's see if we can find one. I have a feeling probably not. Utzler Custom Knives. Let's go. I've seen these. I know that these are supposed to be really, really good. Yeah, that's it. Look at that. Gorgeous with the venting right there. And I know what some people are like, I don't like speed holes. What about speed vents? Yeah, speed vents. I like that. That's awesome. I haven't seen these versions before. Gorgeous. I know that if I decided on something like the Prince Customs Protean, they usually have drops 2 or 3 times a month on Sundays. But they're small drops. You got to be ready. But that looks gorgeous. Love that. You know, it's just like 2 Koenig mini areas. Somebody's mortgage payment. Anyways. Dylan Mallerie says non-flipper mini areas though. I like the non-flipper. I do. Splitting Slices says I got to go with I like rocks because I want one of the XLs. All right, let's see how this poll is doing. Yeah, Oz Roosevelt is dominating everything else. 40% are saying Oz Roosevelt. 22% are saying mini areas. Only 13% are saying the Prince Customs Protean. It's getting beaten out by I like rocks. Sad day. Gas Station Knife says, do the rocks have DLC coding? Is it true DLC? I don't know. Ian says, no CRK choice, so I like rocks. Here's the thing. That's actually on my list as well. Because something that I've wanted to get is a full-sized Sebenza. I have the small 21, and I love it. And I have, of course, you know, the drop points on, and I love it. Would not mind having a full-size Sebenza. I'd probably go with the plain option. Let's go back to DLT. Do they have any plain Jane? Plain Jane Sebenza? Sebenza 31. Let's see. Left hand, no go. Tanto. I don't really want a Tanto Sebenza. Large Sebenza 31, glass bead blasted. Believe it or not, I actually prefer the sandblasted on the plain Janes. Plus, that's a Tanso. Whoa. All right, let's sort by. Why isn't it working? Sort by low to high. Not that low. Jeez. Hardware. Nope. All right. Yeah, not seeing it. Just the left-hand version, huh? Just the left-hand version, huh? All right. Plain Jane Sebenza 31, large. That's kind of what I would add to that list. I am thinking about it. But also, this is the first time I've ever been in an opportunity where I could be like, I could also buy a Hinderer XM18. And I know that some people out there really, they're over it. For the longest, I just saw them continue to sell out immediately. So that's also on the list. You know what else is on the list? RG Custom Metalworks pair of 3 scales. They're only $400. And now they have another version, which I think looks really cool. The feather pattern. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Contoured scale and clip set. These are completely raw. Every tiny detail. Like there's no stone washing. There's no bead blasting that happens. Every tiny detail is painstakingly made by the machine. And so if it's there, it's intentional. And that takes a lot of time. That's one of the reasons why these scales are so freaking expensive. But they're not just scales. They're also like the barrel spacer and the pocket clip. That's... I really want one. I really want one. Some things to think about. For sure. All right, chat. I apologize. I know that I've missed out. Hey, shout out to Barbarian Brawny, guys. If you haven't done so, make sure you check out Barbarian Brawny's channel. Says, I'm with Ian on this. Where's the CRK? I mean, this is the one that I wanted the most, and I got it, okay? It's not that I don't also want more Chris Reeve knives. Of course I do. Of course I do. It's that I'd like to expand, right? So I now have 2 Chris Reeve knives. You know what I don't have any of? I have no Oz Roosevelt. I have no Koenig Arius. So for me, I'm just trying to like span the spectrum for the sake of experience. Why not? Sever7, welcome in, man. He says, don't listen to the posers. Rosies will betray you. Proteans are forever. The Proteans look so good too. The Prince Custom Proteans. And when I talk to people that I know and trust that have handled all of these knives, I keep running into more and more people that say Protean is the way to go. I've had more people that I've asked, that I trust, that have tried all of the knives on the list, that have said, go with the Protean. And for those who don't know, we'll show what those look like. Again, small batch. Small batch. I don't know if I'd go for the aspirated handle skill. It's not really my jam. I kind of like this one. It's just super clean. Super clean. Of course, they also have options with milling. I didn't include the Machine-Wise Mojave, but it's kind of a dark horse on this list as well. They've already done one release. When will they do more? I have no clue. You tell me. No products found. Sonora? I mean, the Sonoras right now are available. That's tempting. There's one. Wait. Why does it say? Oh, no. I take that back. They're not available. They're all sold out. It would have to be the right one, though. Like, I'm not a big fan of the color on the Sonoras, personally. You know, the ones I like are like this. Yeah. The raw titanium. Like no extra like milling or anything on the blade. I like the diamond textures on here. Like, and I'm not a big button plunge lock guy, you know, but I appreciate that attention to detail. And I've heard tell that these are the best American-made button locks ever, like plunge lock design button locks ever. It's an integral titanium. So this is also another dark horse on there. So this is the problem, guys. Like I'm at the point where it's like there's a couple right now where I feel like I should probably just wait, and I'll know when the moment's right. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and catch up with the chat. All right, hold on. And I know I'm inevitably skipping like a ton of people. Shout out to SC Rick, good to see you. He says, evening rolls. Tomorrow DLT is dropping some less George steel if you got the money. Yeah, I saw that. You know what? Let's go there. I saw that. I have a feeling that these are going to sell out rather quickly. The less George releases usually do. If you scroll all the way down on the drop landings, you'll get here to the copper DLC Mina. Now this is a flipper only. $475. Look at that diamond texture pattern. Looks solid. George Magna Cut. Looks like it's I don't know about this one. I'm not the biggest flipper only kind of guy, but as a collector, I still want to check one out. You know, speaking of knives that I'd love to check out, other dark horses, USA made blade. So USA made blade recently got some of these in. Where are they? Here they are. The Nicholas Nichols 3.5-inch guppy. Look at that. Yes, it's a primary flipper, but we also got a thumb stud here. I think that's a zirconium. Is that a zirconium stud? Upgrades include thumb studs, shorter flipper tab, milled ring relief. Okay, maybe it's just a black thumb stud. Either way, harpoon drop point thumb stud flipper. Like this is, it's $500 knife. I've never checked out a Nicholas Nichols design before, but this one I actually like. I like this, the look of this a lot. Harpoon drop point frame lock. 3-milled titanium pocket clip. Weight reduction, milled deep carry clip. Look at that, guys. I really like that. I really like. Nicholas Nichols. And then of course, you know, there's also the Zermino tier. And this is the rabbit hole I go down. This is the rabbit hole I go down. Like the list is a mile long, right? But I have to make the decision. What do I do? This one, I've wanted to check one of these out, but this just looks fat behind the edge. '63 Rockwell Magna Cut. I don't know. This looks like it has the cutting geometry of a hatchet. No, and I could be wrong. Here's the thing. It could just be the picture. It could just be the picture. Sever7 said Utzler's dropped yesterday at 6 p.m. Matt D says the last drop of ducklings sold out in seconds. Yeah. Not surprised at all. At all. DC Blades, thanks for being a channel member. Welcome in. He says, what's up, Shambo? Just realized you were on live. Happy to see you live tonight. We're back, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I was gone for 3 weeks, but you know what? The hiatus is over. Wednesday live streams are back and in full effect. M. Houston, welcome in. He says, I'd be in for a full DLC areas, baby. Me too. Those sold quickly, though. They really did. Hey, shout out to TC Blades for the $20 super. He says, Shambo, use this to help pay for the new knife. Buy everything you want, especially the Rosie. You can keep them. You can keep them at my house if you run out of room. So thoughtful. So thoughtful. He's like, just come over here. Use my display case. I appreciate that. That's why I do knife sales. I run out of space. And that's what I know. Like, I've got a young one in the house. I look at my desk and I say, is this child safe? No. So very, very soon, I'm going to need to clear off my desk and keep it knife free, because throughout the day, I'll have my daughter for stretches. And I look at this, I'm like, you know what? Like, I need to lock a door or something, because this is not child safe. So I try to keep that in mind with the collection too. TC Blades, everybody, thank you so much for all the support, TC. I appreciate it, man. Drinkwater says the tier is thick behind the edge. Okay, so folding hatchet. I still like it. Good to know. Good to know. Wicked Dream says, save your money and buy a grilled cheese burrito from Taco Bell. It always sounds good. About 20 minutes later after you eat it, it doesn't always feel good. SC Rick says, Rolls Recon 1 usually has good selection of CRK and GP as well. GP knives, yeah. I'm familiar. I know Knives Ship Free also usually has some good Chris Reeve as well. Here's the thing. I'm going to be moving to Idaho in a couple months anyways, right? So it's not the question of if more Chris Reeve, it's when more Chris Reeve, but also when Koenig. Why is Boise the mecca for American knife makers? I used to think that it was Denver. I did. Spyderco? Yeah. And I realized, no. You've got a lot of knife makers in Idaho. Apparently, Idaho is the state. I believe it's also a constitutional carry state, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go. Large Magna Cut glass blasted. I'm looking for like the true plain Jane. The true plain Jane, sandblasted scales. I know the bead blasted looks better and it feels better in hand, but the sandblasted has better grip. It's more robust. I really like the sandblasted. Large Nkosi glass blasted. Large Sebenza left hand. It's not it. It's not it. I didn't scroll past something by accident, did I? Glass blast, glass blast. I just want the sandblasted one. And the glass blasted is more expensive marginally by like $50. Large Nkosi left-handed. All right. Hey, welcome into C. Kobe. Thanks for being a channel member. He says, I need a recommendation for a flat grind regrind on my 80/20.5s. Oh, I don't think that you could get any better than Mr. Transparent Knives. Shout out to Brian from Transparent Knives. He's who I would recommend. I haven't done any regrinds myself, as far as like sending my stuff out to be reground. But if you can find your way onto his books for a regrind, I know that he would be the one I would go to. More to the point, I would say, pass on the regrind, just spend the money and do a reblade. Some of Transparent Knives' work is just mind-blowing. Like, I look at it, and it's like a benchmade something reblade. And I'm not a big benchmade fan, and I look at it like, you know what? Maybe I should buy a benchmade just so that I can have Brian do a reblade. He's the only person that's ever had me sit there and like seriously consider a benchmade because he does a lot of reblades for him. Shout out to Transparent Knives. Paul Mills says, I don't mind fat behind the edge anymore since so many people are doing badass hollow regrinds. Ooh, that's a fair point. Fair point. Craig says, Denver, Idaho. All I know is it's definitely not Connecticut. All right, guys, we are going to go in and do the pocket checks. All right, and we're just gonna do today's pocket checks. you know, keep it reasonable. So let's do this. Today, looks like we started off with Dazed. Dazed has the Spyderco Sage 5, and those look like the Pearson scales. Very nice. Very, very nice. He's got the yellow scales in the background, so that's got to be the MagnaCut blade, right? Very nice. Let's see, Kevin Smith. He's got a bevy. He's got the new Monterey Bay Knives Sabertooth, $140, titanium. S90V, get out of town, man. That looks fantastic. Those sold out real quick. He's got the Neves Knives Misdemeanor, the Vero Axon, and the Hinderer XM18. Solid. Super solid. Ed's got he's got that's the Kubi Bravo, right? The Kubi Bravo? I think so. For Wing Night, more importantly, for those of you who like hot wings, drums or flats? There's only one right answer. It's flats. It's flats. Those of you who said boneless, get out. Boneless are not a chicken wing. That's a chicken nugget. Flats are the way to go. You get the best flavor out of flats. I said what I said. I will die on that hill if I need to. Let's see, Craig Vincent. He's got a handful right there. Let's go. He's got a couple that I will never ever recognize, like the Camillus. I never got into Camillus knives. I know that they were sold a lot in Walmart. Pretty sure they still are. He's got a Kubicous. He's got a Rat One. He's got is that a Leatherman combat knife? Crazy. Cold Steel Talwar, and I'm not sure which QSP model this is here on the very bottom. But he's loaded. He's loaded. Beat Devious. Ooh. Those are the skiff made blades, right? The Fugitive. Are those all Fugitives? I'm not super familiar with Skiff's actual like knife designs. I know one of those has to be a Fugitive though. It's a nude Fugitive, I think. Hold on. YouTube's algorithm's going crazy. What did he just talk about? Nude Fugitive? Skiff. Fugitive. All right, we'll educate ourselves right now. Skiff made blades. Okay, so there's the Bandit, there's the Culprit, the Drifter. So let's go back and forth. Okay, I'm cheating. So he's got a Fugitive. He's got a. Is that a Bandit? No. He's got a Drifter. I wish one of these was available. That would make things really easy, wouldn't it? Anyways, that's a flex and a half, man. Thanks for sharing. Jeremy Nidro with the new, that's a new flex as well, the Spyderco Para 3 in 15V and G10, and of course a ProTech Malibu. I like it. All right, the Ponds, he did a video. Let's see. Tri-Stash, baby. The Tri-Stash. I knew it was only a matter of time before the Tri-Stash crew came in. Let's go here. This has got to be that's the ProTech SBR, right? ProTech SBR, I'm pretty sure. Very nice. Jim Miller. Nice. He's got the Dead Reckon Ridgeback. That's going to be the aluminum worn cleaver. You know what I love about the aluminum worn cleaver from Dead Reckon is that it's a 7075 aluminum, hard coat anodized. And for anybody who is into like coatings, like blade coatings or handle scale coatings, there was a video that X-Ring recently did with Tony Marfione where they were talking about the efficacy of DLC and anodizing and hard coat anodizing aluminum. And apparently it's really hard to get vibrant colors out of 7075 aluminum. It's really hard. So I'm curious, I watched that video. I'm curious, like how did Dead Reckon do that? How did they get the vibrant colors to anodize onto 7075 aluminum? What's their secret? Anyways, Warren Cleaver's got the Brother 1510 slip joint in the Artisan Sea Snake. Thanks for including that, Jim. I appreciate it, man. Gas station knives. He's got one that is that a rattlesnake design? Hold on. Oh no, it's one of the new I'm gonna say it wrong. It's the Poi Kilo blades, right? Poi Kilo blades. It's one of the more recent brands. Very cool though. I definitely want to check them out this year. Let's do this. Derek's got the Cast Paladin. I'm not familiar with that brand. That looks cool though. Very nice. Is that a hologround? Asking for a friend. Look at this. This is the kind of stuff Wicked Dream Designs does. That's a Tucson that looks way too good. That's what the kids these days call a glow up. If you're not following Wicked Dream Designs on Instagram, you absolutely should. Just be prepared to drool over knives that you didn't necessarily understand how gorgeous they could be. Like, that's a mirror polish right there. True mirror polish. Look at that. You gotta scroll in. You can see a perfect reflection there. That's a Tucson. Nobody's ever made Tucson look this good. Like, there's some cool Tucsons out there, but nobody has made Tucson look as good as Wicked Dreams. So should I shine the handles too? Do it. Yes. If you're asking if you should, the answer is you probably should. And then anodize. So mirror the handles and then anodize for sure. We've got a mini banter, right? Or a baby banter, a wee baby banter Warncliffe. Those are cool. This is going to be the new Crescent Blades. What's it called? This is the less crazy Crescent Blades. Come on. I'm failing. Crescent Blades. That's not it. Our products? Nope. Crescent Knives? Why am I all of a sudden struggling to find this? This is ridiculous. Anyways, I think it's called like the Nemesis or something. You guys will let me know in the chat. You always do. Those look awesome. Wicked Dream. And the work you did on that made it look even better than they did stock. By the way, I think, do we have the same driver? Is that the Good Screw Poseidon I see over there? Same driver? You know what they say about like minds. Let's see, Barbarian Brawny. I haven't seen a post for you. He's got the Chris Reeve Nooms on. Hey, that was my carry today. I just realized I didn't tell people what I carried. In the pocket today. Nooms on. Got the Peachy G9. This is a great little backup carry. You know, if you need to blow through some boxes real quick, you don't feel like getting tape on your blade. I'll use this to cut anything I want. I'm not the biggest fan of cleaning tape off of. So like when that's the case, when I got some bad tape residue going on, I'll just use the Peachy G9. This thing is awesome. Canadian made. Who knew the Canadians got some really good EDC action going on there. For those of you degenerates like me who can't help but fidget, check out the Peachy G9 titanium. It's a really cool utility knife. Very nice, Brawny. Definitely appreciate showing up. Let's go. Lamille on. That's not exactly a pocket check, but that is a shot of the collection, and I can approve. Let's see what we got going on here. I might not be able to get all of these. Might have to zoom out a little bit. Hold on. I see a Kaiser Huntsman. I see benchmade Adamas. I see the Kunwu Padre. I see a Hinderer XM18 buoy. I see a Spyderco paramilitary 2. I see, is that a ProTech Godfather? Demko 8010. A ProTech Malibu. What is that, a Wee hyphen? Concept Tarkin right there. Very nice. I'm not going to get to all of those. Sick collection though, man. I'll have to go back through later and check those out. War Room, welcome back to the members only Discord. He's got, oh, that's, what's that fixed blade on the bottom? I don't know, but that's a Tuya Wolf. And then that one at the very top. We're to scroll in. Yeah, it's the Swift 3. Cold Steel Swift 3. Cool. Nice carry, man. Let's go. We've got a Vosti Corgi and a Flytanium Arcade. Very cool. TC blades with this one. I'm not sure what this is called. I don't know what this model name is called, but I actually really like this. I have a feeling that this is not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I do think that it looks cool. Mad Yako, he's got the whoa. What happened? Mad Yako's got the tactile Maverick. And then that one up there is the new, it's a new breed EDC design with Kubi. What's it called? I know what it's called. It's skipping my mind. And then that big boy up top. Damn. One Sneaky B, he's got a Machine-Wise Sonora. First Sonora with the pattern blade. That looks gorgeous. Like, this is a dark horse that if it became available, I don't know if I could say no. I don't know if I could say no. You made me lose my train of thought. How dare you post something else next to this Machine-Wise Mojave? It's not the Sonora, it's the Mojave. It's late, guys. You could tell I haven't been live on a Wednesday in a minute. I'm mixing up my stuff. It's not a Sonora, it's a Mojave. I'm all jealous here. 100%. I'm not the biggest fan of the pattern blade, though. I would say that. Like, I would actually prefer a plain blade over a pattern blade. Just my personal preference. Ed Durbin. What is that? I'm not familiar with that. Nemo Knives. I'm not familiar with that brand. Looks cool, though. All right, guys. And that is the pocket check. I don't know if we'll hop back in here or not. But if you want to share your pocket checks, not just during live streams, but also on the daily, if you want to check out what other people are carrying, join the members only Discord. And I'm going to go back to the chat, which I have neglected. The Poikilo Blades Orca, I think. Nice. Hey, welcome into the Night's Edge. What's up, Neil? When did you sneak in here? Guys, make sure to check out the Night's Edge. You probably already have. If you haven't, go ahead and check them out. Thanks for the $2 super. Notice me. Oh man, thanks for the $2 super deal. I see you now. Look, I'm a one-track mind. I got tunnel vision. I can do one thing really well. You ask me to do multiple things at once, bad things happen. Anyways. Ed B says Roll has been known to play hard to get. I don't know about that. Hey, shout out to Bless Knives. What's up, Bless? Don Bless in the house. Welcome in, man. Lone Star Cowboy says the morning prayers are blasting across early stillness. Sunrise rapidly approaches. You stay up all night for this live stream? Damn. Neil says, Roll is playing hard to get. He didn't see my super chat earlier, so now he is doing reverse psychology, making me want to send another for affection.
Keep the change, you filthy animals.
Oh, man. You cracked me up, Neil. I was reading the Discord. One Track Mind. Ironically, that's the name of this company, the One Track Mind Ire. I knew that it would stop eluding me. Wicked Dream says yes, same driver. Nice. I love the good screwdrivers. The get good screwdrivers. This is the Poseidon. Love it. Super fidgety. It also happens to function extremely well. It says getting big time, not noticing super chats. I don't notice much of anything when I'm looking at the Discord, to be quite honest. Hey, shout out to War Room EDC for the gifted membership. And congrats to Wicked Dream Design, who received that gifted membership. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Bless says, Rollshambo, I will get you some of my knives in hand. Some people are just taking forever. I get it. I stopped doing a whole lot of the group pass around stuff, primarily because, like, you know, I'm still in the chats with these guys. And I love all these other channels, but I know, like, what'll happen is we all get a bunch of knives, and then it takes 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks for someone that's holding on to something to finally ship it out, and then you wait for shipping, and then it gets in, and then you've got other knives in line, and so before you know it, you sign up on a list of pass arounds, and you could sign up in January, and you might not see that knife in the pass round until like August, June. So for me, I got out of the pass round groups. I still do individual pass rounds. When designers want me to check out their stuff, or when makers want me to check out their stuff, I'm happy to do little pass rounds like that. That's different. But whenever you can, I know some people are probably taking forever. I will be happy to check out your knives, Don. Absolutely, man. Can't wait. Jason Cable says, you all have such bougie knives. It puts mine to shame. What's most important is not how much the knife costs or how rare it is. It's how much joy you get out of it. Like, I do this because I enjoy it. For me, like, I keep pushing the bounds, right? I have knives that are more expensive than this, and this one is by far right now my favorite carry. I also have knives that are less expensive than this. They're very, very nearly as fun to carry. So for me, it's not so much about price tag. It's about how much joy you get out of it. I get so much joy out of this. It's not just that one. Another knife that I recently got back into carrying was this guy, the Microtech Ramlock Stitch. Fantastic knife. It's not about the price. I enjoy knives of all price ranges. It's about the joy you get out of it. Whatever you got. All right. I know I'm missing something. Hold on. I'm missing something in the chat. Neil says, okay, do not read the next 10 minutes of my chats. I'll do what I want, Neil. What's up to Kodiak Edge Bladesmithing? Welcome in, man. He says, howdy, Roll. Good to see you, man. Welcome in. Mick Ranger says, scrolled right past the Mad Yako, Hank. What? Hold on. Oh, hey, yeah, that was it. I didn't scroll past it. I just missed the Hank. I don't do a good job of recognizing knives. Imagine how bad I am at recognizing Hanks. That's a Mad Yako Hank. Mad Yako does his own Hanks. Make sure to hit him up if you want some good Hank action. Sorry, man. Didn't mean to scroll right past it. I just don't do a good job of recognizing Hanks. Hey, check this out. Wicked Dreams got a Protean. Oof. Oof. Is that a modified blade? Is that a reprofiled modified blade? Look at that. Or maybe it's just the angle. Yeah, I like that. There's a reason it's on the list. Damn it. War Room says TKL Agent 002. Was that... Hold on, I'm going to scroll up. Was that a fixed blade that I missed? Yeah. We looked at this in the last live stream. That's this guy, the TKL Agent 002. That is cool. Absolutely. A big Jim with the McNeese Performance Machine Mac 2. I want one. I want one. I don't know if it's super high on my list, but I do want one. I checked one out recently. My buddy Knife Dope lent me his 3-inch. It's always nice when your buddy lends you 3 inches. I like it though. I like that knife. And apparently they are hollow ground. I do such a... You think I'm bad at recognizing knives. Like, there are times where I'm like, oh, that's got to be a hollow ground. And it turns out that it's flat ground. And then there's times where I'm like, oh, that's got to be a flat ground knife. Like, I thought the McNeese Mac 2 was a flat ground knife. No, it just turns out it's a really shallow hollow ground. No idea. Felt like a big idiot when I figured that out. Anyways... He says, Mad Yako, sorry, I tried to show you some love with the Hank, but someone just rolled right past it. Dude, hit up Mad Yako for the Hanks, everybody. Absolutely. All right. Welcome into Bobby Moreira. Good to see you, man. He says, I love my ire. The one track mind ire. That's one that I missed out on. I should have bought one. The Night's Edge says, I'm still waiting on Shambo to pass around his .75 Strider to me. I don't pass that around. I don't. That is a knife that I'm very selfish with. I love that knife. I suppose. I haven't had this on the channel in a hot minute. This is the one he's talking about. This is the less popular version because it's the Tanto version. I laid back the edge and gave the edge a mirror polish. Like, look at how fat that edge bevel is. That's a fat edge bevel. I was talking to Jared Neves before I did that. And I was like, how far back do you think I should do this edge bevel? And he said, I would probably do 17 degrees per side if you want it to cut like a regular knife. And I thought, that seems a bit excessive considering just how thick and chunky the blade stock is on this. And so I was like, you know what? I'll do 20. I'll do 20 degrees per side on my guided angle sharpener, and I'll see how it fits. I imagine, like, this is 20 degrees per side. Imagine how fat that guy would be if I did 17. I took it to 20. It cuts way better than it did brand new. And you know what? Like, you could tell that this is one of my, this is a knife that I really, really love. The Striders don't break in for a while. I couldn't reverse flick this when I first got it for over a year. But I love this knife. Big honking chonky guy. It's not for everybody. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Still one of my favorites, the Strider AR .75. Next time you need a sharpened pry bar. But no. Will not be passing this guy around. Especially not with how the Postal Service has been acting these days. Like, so many issues. Hey, shout out to Patina Turner. Says, Roll, you going to try that new CRK clip, the injected molded one they showed at SHOT Show? They're available right now. I wonder if they're still in stock or if they sold out. Chris Reeve. It's the metal. It's the MIM clip. Are these still in stock? I don't know, because like I've got the Lynch Northwest flat top milled clip on here, and I love this for my on. But I do have a small 21 that this should fit. Wow, did they up the price? Wait. Oh no, it's just that the sandblasted sold out. So now all we've got is the glass blasted. $50. That's too bad, because I don't want to get a glass blasted for my sandblasted scales. You know? I might go ahead and check these out. Like, they're not bad. They're not technically 3D milled. They're metal injection molded clips. I don't know. Should I just get a glass blasted one? I mean, if I ended up getting a glass blasted plain Jane Sebenza 31, it would make sense. And now I start to make the case for that. This is a very bad rabbit hole. Todd Carr, did I say hi, Todd? Hi, Todd. He says, I guess it just depends on how many he has at the time. He gets a ton of customs in from what I heard. I must be coming into a conversation late. That's my bad. My hanks are meant to be recognized. Oh, man. Hey, shout out to Neil for another $2 super. Says, go check out Help with Gadgets. Chill Disassemblies. All right. You know what? We haven't done a channel raid in a while, but I'll tell you guys what. There's a very good reason why I don't raid channels in the live stream anymore. And the reason why is because it actually does not help those channels. If I go like, oh, everyone go subscribe to this channel, and then everyone goes and subscribes and then they don't watch anything, YouTube will yank those subs and it kills that channel in the algorithm. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go check out Help with Gadgets. And if you like what you see, watch their stuff. And if you like what you see, subscribe at that point. I'm not going to tell anybody to subscribe if they don't plan on watching, because YouTube takes that really negatively with the algorithm. Help with Gadgets. All right. You've twisted my arm, Neil. Thanks for the $2 super, man. I like that channel logo. That's nice. Very cool. 680 subs, 278 videos in. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to kill the music. The bird blades tick. So a newer channel. Kubitidius. I love that knife. Absolutely love the Kubitidius. All right. Help with Gadgets. I don't know how the audio is going to sound on your end, guys. There might be an echo.
Folks, this is Tommy, Help with Gadgets, and we've got a pretty cool knife here to do a disassembly and cleaning video of. This is the Kubitidius.
Tidius.
This is the titanium version. It's on loan
to me
from my nephew. I do have, myself, I have the G10 version.
Oh, your nephew is killing you on that, man. You got to get the titanium Tidius. It is one of the best folding knife values, period. And I'll stand on that 100%. Titanium, cryo-treated 14C. You can usually get them on sale for like less than $100, like $80. I think I bought mine for $79. Yeah, no, you can't beat that value. Although I've heard good things about the G10 version too. Help with Gadgets. If you watch this later, you probably already know you should pick up a titanium version.
My daughter got for me. And it has a titanium clip on the back of it as well that I anodized. And so this one, of course, is a liner lock. But this one here is actually a frame lock. So basically the same knife. But let's go ahead and do a disassembly and cleaning of it. This is not the review. Hopefully we will have a review coming up soon.
All right, guys. Chill disassemblies. I watch disassembly videos all the time. primarily on like crossbar style locks, or weird locking mechanisms. It helps. Also, you don't know what you don't know. And sometimes knives might look easy to take apart, and then you take them apart and you're like, I wish I had known that. It's part of the fun though. Thanks for the shout, Neil. And thanks for checking out Help with Gadgets, everybody. All right. Hey, he's in the chat. Welcome into Help with Gadgets. You probably dropped in earlier and I missed it. I'm sorry. Welcome in, man. Get a titanium Titius. You deserve it. Do it for you. Tax season is upon us. Says the titanium version is awesome. Yeah, I love mine. Absolutely. Welcome into Dolomite. It says, what's up, all? I missed the live notification. Bummer. So you're not the only person that said that. I have had other people who are like, wait, are you going live today? I didn't see the notification, because usually I'll schedule them the same day, like earlier in the day. This one I actually scheduled last week. Like I scheduled it, 4 or 5 days in advance at the same time that I was scheduling Saturday's live stream. So I scheduled today on Saturday and also Saturdays on Saturday, and it threw some people off. So not everyone got those notifications, because what they got was one big notification that I was going live on Saturday. And that I was also going to be going live today on Saturday. I know that's confusing. He says, I really like disassembling knives for some of the reasons you just said. It's fun. Plus, how are you supposed to maintain a knife if you don't take it apart? That's part of the joy. I know for me, I think it's cathartic to sharpen knives. That's why I've been getting into hand sharpening lately. And I'm a bit of a novice. Like, I won't toot my own horn, but I've been getting better at it. I've been doing that on my S45 VN Para 3. I don't know if you can see that very well. The edge bevel isn't perfect, but damn, this is sharp. This is a hand sharpened blade. No fixed angle sharpening on this one, and it's super satisfying. When I feel the bite on this edge. But it's the same thing when you take knives apart. You just become more knowledgeable about it. It's cathartic, it's calming. You have to focus. And sometimes you face challenges that you didn't expect. That's healthy for a person to go through. So I'm just going to say this. You could pay for therapy as a person here in 2025, or you could just take your knives apart and sharpen them. I said what I said. Says, I'm fighting Loctite right now. Don't fight it, dude. Just grab a hairdryer. And if you don't have one, get one. Or a heat gun. Heat guns are better, but if you don't have a heat gun, get a hairdryer. Blow the hot air at it. Get it hot and bothered. It'll come loose. Maybe. Wicked Dream says, I have a whopping 100 something subscribers with an enormous amount of content, 4-ish videos. Look, the YouTube hustle isn't for everybody. Hey, Neil McKenzie, what's good, man? Welcome in. He says, Roll, what about craisins? What about craisins? Craisins. That's dried cranberries. Yes, I like those. Absolutely, all day. Love craisins. I'm a big cranberry guy. Takar says, Chris, they think they... Okay. I keep joining in these random conversations late. My bad. Paul Mills says, your edges look pretty damn good, Rolls. That's because you don't see it under a microscope. It's getting the angle consistently. Like on this one, for example, let me see if I can see it. Okay, that does look pretty good. Yeah. All right. I'll try to get this close up to the camera. It's not perfect. There is a spot up here. I just cut myself. There's a spot up here near the tip where there's a little bit of deviation, and you can tell that I lifted a little too early. It's small and it doesn't affect the apex of the edge bevel, but I notice it. Like somebody looking at this like, oh yeah, it looks good. I notice it, and that bothers me, because I know that if I just had not lifted at the last minute, But yes, I am getting better. I'm not a pro freehand sharpener. I'm okay to admit that. I'm not Jared Neves. You know, I'm not Outdoor 55. Shout out to Outdoor 55. One of the best knife sharpening channels, period. But those guys have definitely inspired me to pick up sharpening, but like freehand sharpening is so much fun. I truly enjoy it. So I did a pretty good job sharpening. Look, what's most important is that the edge is sharp, okay? But it should only have a micro bevel if you intended it to have a micro bevel, is what I'm saying. So it's sharp. The edge is apexed. It's slicey. It's arm hair shaving sharp. But the edge bevel isn't the prettiest. I can tell a spot where I lifted a little too soon. That's okay. That's okay. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and cut the music because it is about that time. I want to say thank you to everybody who stuck with the channel, even though I haven't been live on Wednesdays in the last 3 weeks. It's awesome seeing everybody in here once again. And we're going to continue to do the 2 live streams per week. If you don't know what times those are, that's 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Wednesday and 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Saturday. So the next time I will be live is 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time this Saturday. That's 8 p.m. Mountain, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, or 7 p.m. Pacific. I hope that I get a chance to see you all there. If not, I totally understand. So for some of you guys, I'll see you soon. For everybody else, we'll see you later.